Welcome to another interesting business studies class. My name is Emmanuel Onwido. In today's class, we'll be looking at the topic honesty in business and the theme commerce, the heart of business. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of honesty, state the attributes of honesty, outline factors that causes people to become dishonest, mention the rewards of being honest, describe the consequences of being dishonest, explain the meaning of fair play, and lastly, describe the attributes involved in fair play. The desires of all business owners is to earn profit. This they do by having various attributes, basically being honest or being dishonest. When a business owner is honest, it means that the business owner is being truthful to his or her customers. He can generate profit by doing that. But there are others who feel that more income or more profits can be generated by being dishonest. So, let's look at what honesty talks about. By that I mean the meaning of honesty. Honesty is an act of being truthful to yourself and to your customers, that's to others. It is a quality of being straightforward in whatsoever we do. So, in simple terms, we can say that honesty is being honorable in principles, intentions, and actions. Being upright and fair, honesty implies the refusal to tell a lie. That means you know that the price is 10 naira and you are not willing to lie that the amount is 12 naira. Then we say you're being honest. Let's go further by looking at the attributes of honesty. There are 5 basic attributes of honesty. The first is courage. Courage means the ability to do what is right or good, no matter the situation. Even when the situation is unpleasant, you are willing to do what is right at that time. Then we can say you are courageous. The second attribute is truthfulness. This means your ability to tell the truth at all times. That means you don't have any attributes of lying embedded in you. If the price is 10 naira, you go ahead to tell your customers that the price of these goods is 10 naira. The third attribute is loyalty. This means your ability to give a firm a full support, no matter the circumstances. That means if you're working for a firm, you are loyal to the firm when you give the firm your full support. The fourth attribute is reliability. Reliability means that people can actually depend on you when a certain task is given to you. And lastly, the final attribute is godliness. This means your ability to fear God. When you fear God, you won't tell lies, you won't want to cheat on your customers or increase the price of your goods and services. Having said that, let's look at the importance of being an honest person. When you are honest, it brings about respect. The second importance of being an honest person is that it makes a man or a woman honorable. This means that when you're honest, people tend to honor you. So you see why it is important to be honest. If you want to be honored, you have to be honest. The third importance is that it brings praises to a nation. When a nation is seen to be honest, people tend to praise that nation. So if Nigeria is honest, other countries will praise Nigeria for being honest. The next importance is that it creates peace of mind. When you are an honest person, you don't have fear because you feel nobody is after you. You're being truthful to people, you tell people the truth, you're being open to people, you're trustworthy. Nobody will want to harm you, so you can as well sleep and have your peace of mind. The fifth importance is that it brings about peace and development in the society. And lastly, honesty brings good report about the individual. Now, when you're honest, people speak good about you. So if you want someone to speak good about you, I urge you to be honest. Having looked at the importance of honesty, what are the benefits of honesty? The first benefit of being honest is that it keeps one out of trouble. So when you're honest, you stay out of trouble. Secondly, It guarantees better physical and mental health. Honest people are happy people. So when you're honest, you have peace of mind. When you have peace of mind, then you are well physically and mentally. The third benefit of being honest is that it boosts the confidence of an individual. When you're known for saying the truth, nobody will want to doubt you. So when you're talking with authority, you're talking with confidence. But when you're lying, you tend to stagger with your words because you actually know you're lying. But when you're saying the truth, when you're being open, you have this confidence in you while talking to people. Honesty brings about courage. When you're honest, you can speak to people with boldness. That's because you know you're telling them the truth and you're not lying, so they can take you for your words. The fifth benefit of being honest is that it brings about better relationship. Nobody wants to be friends with people who tell lies. So when you're an honest person, people want to interact with you, people want to become your friend, people want to have a relationship with you. The sixth benefit of an honest person is that it gives the honest person a good reputation. In your classroom, you see that people want the honest person to become the leader because they do not want the person who tells lies to lead them. It brings about a good reputation. People speak good about you just because you're honest. And lastly, honesty promotes originality. So when you're honest, people believe that what you have told them is the truth and there is no duplicate to that story. Let's proceed by looking at the consequences of being dishonest. When you're a dishonest person, what are the consequences? The first of them is that you lose credibility and respect. People will not respect you when you're dishonest. People do not see you as being credible. Secondly, dishonesty brings about a breakdown in a good relationship. When you tell lies to someone who expects the truth from you, they will not be able to believe you even when you're saying the truth. Why? You were dishonest before. But if you're an honest person, they will be able to believe you. But because you were dishonest, even when you were saying the truth, they won't believe you. So you see why it is good to be honest, always. The third consequence is that people lack trust for dishonest people. That's because you know the person to be someone who tells lies. And lastly, dishonesty generates a bad report about the dishonest person. So when you're dishonest, people tend to say bad things about you, even when you're not the one that said it. But because you have a record of being dishonest, people liken you for something that is bad. Any bad thing that comes on air, it is pushed to your doorstep. Why? Because you have already portrayed yourself as a dishonest person. Let's go further by looking at factors that make people become dishonest. So when you see a dishonest person, what are the things that make him do what he is doing? The first of them is greed. Greedy people always want to lie because they want to take everything to themselves. They don't want to share. So when one is greedy, definitely that person is going to be a dishonest person. The second factor is habit. When you're fond of telling lies, even when you have the desire to say the truth, you find out that you end up telling a lie. The idea was that you were going to say the truth, but because you're used to lying, so you can't do without it, it comes out naturally. It's a habit, and that is one of the factors that make people become dishonest. The third factor is laziness. A lazy person will always lie to cover up his laziness. He doesn't want to work, so he tells you, my head is aching me. That's a lie. He's well, but because he wants to just lazy about sleep, he will tell a lie. The fourth factor is fear. People tell lies because maybe they are scared of the person at the top. Maybe if they tell the truth, the person up there will punish them. For example, maybe your class monitor will report you if you tell the truth, so you just choose to lie. You're choosing to lie because you do not want the class monitor to maybe write your name in the list of noisemakers. But that is not a good way to go. And lastly, one of the factors that make people become dishonest is friendship. When you keep close company with people who tell lies, one day you end up telling lies. Your peer group, your kind of friends, will definitely determine if you will be someone who tells the truth or you will be someone who will be used to telling lies. This image also shows you some other reasons why people lie. And here you can see, to avoid punishment, to inflict pain, and to feel better in the moment, steal or admiration. So let's go further by looking at the concept of fair play. Now, what does fair play mean? Fair play means the ability of the business owner to abide by the rules of business. That means the business owner is able to give the consumers a level playing ground to purchase goods and services. For example, if a consumer comes to maybe buy a particular brand of detergent, what fair play is trying to tell us is that the shop owner might decide on his own to educate the consumer on the benefits of the goods he or she wants to purchase and other benefits of maybe another particular brand. So when we are looking at fair play, we are looking at a situation where at the end of every business transaction, both the shop owner and the consumer live happily. That means after every transaction, there's smiles on the faces of the shop owner and the customer. What are the attributes of fair play? The following are attributes of fair play. Number one, there must be fair competition. So for there to be fair play in the market, we must not have a situation where one single shop has all the things we need. If we have such a situation, then the shop owner might decide to hold us at ransom and sell his goods at a higher rate. But if shop A has what we want and what we also want can be found in shop B, that means both shop owners will want to impress their customers so that they will keep coming to buy. Secondly, there must be respect among business partners. If you go to buy something and the shop owner insults you, will you go back there? The answer is no. So the shop owner must be able to respect you no matter your size and the amount of goods you're coming to buy. So there must be respect for fair play to come into play. Thirdly, there should be a level of friendship in business. Business is not all about coming to buy and going. Sometimes we should ask how we are doing and then move on. So if you see mommy asking maybe a shop owner, "Hi, how are you?" and then she moves, that's the friendship that has been established in business. So that brings about fair play in business. Fourthly, there must be integrity. As a consumer, I must be able to trust the shop owner that whatsoever he's giving to me is the original product and not the fake product. The shop owner also must be able to assure me that whatsoever I am buying from him is the original product and not the fake product. That's what integrity talks about. And lastly, for there to be fair play, business partners should be happy at the end of every business activity. So if I go to buy maybe sachet water and I am not happy about the taste of the water, that's not fair play. The person who sold me that sachet water has some explanations to do because he or she is supposed to have told me that the water is bad before I even get to purchase it. But for fair play to be in place, such must occur. I must be happy for whatsoever I buy from the shop owner. At this point, we have come to the end of our class for today. But before we go, let's take a quick summary of what we have learned in today's class. We learned that honesty is the act of being truthful to yourself and others. It is also the act of being straightforward in whatsoever we do. We also learned that the attributes of honesty are courage, truthfulness, loyalty, reliability, and godliness. We further learned that honesty brings about better relationship in business. We also learned that some factors that make people tell lies are greed, laziness, habits, friendship, and fear. Also, we learned that the act of abiding by the rules, by treating people right, is referred to as fair play. And lastly, we learned that one of the attributes of fair play is that there must be respect among business partners. Now let's test ourselves on what we have learned so far in our class for today by taking few test questions. Question 1. Honesty refers to the act of being dash. A. Truthful. B. Smart. Or C. Perfect. The correct answer to this question is A. Honesty refers to the act of being truthful. Question 2. A conduct or honorable treatment that exists between two business entities is referred to as dash. A. Fair game. B. Fair play. C. Fair competition. The right answer to this question is B. Fair play. Here ends our class for today. I hope you can now define the term honesty, list some attributes of honesty, and state reasons why people tell lies. Until I see you again in another interesting business studies class. Bye-bye.